what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. And I'd like you to join me in thanking Stephanie Patterson, one of our music students, for this wonderful version of the National Anthem. Before I get started, I just want to tell all of you to silence these things, but I want you to take lots and lots of pictures. Hashtag CSMGrad2018. Tweet them, put them on Instagram, put them on Snapchat. Parents, grandparents, put them on Facebook. Good evening, elected officials, commissioners, members of the Board of Trustees, honored guests, distinguished faculty and staff, friends, families. Before I introduce our graduates, I'd like to recognize a number of special guests who are here for the College of Southern Maryland's 59th Spring Commencement. If you will, please stand when I call your name, and audience, if you'd hold your applause until I finish all of the recognitions, I'd appreciate it. Our platform guests include members of the college's Board of Trustees, the Chair, Mr. Ted Harwood, Vice Chair, Mr. Brad Bates, Dr. John Roach, Ms. Lois DiNatale, Mr. Samuel Jones, Mr. Jay Webster, Mr. Jim DeMisa, Ms. Margaret Dunkel, and Ms. Dorothea Smith, who after serving as a trustee for more than a decade, sits here tonight for her last CSM commencement. I can't tell you about her devotion to this college. It's extraordinary. She deeply, deeply cares. She cares about the college, our employees, but most of all, she cares about our students. Her term is going to end June 30th, but her legacy and her impact here at the college will live on and on. She's devoted so much time to the success of this college, our employees, and again, most importantly, she always thinks of our students first. So let's give her another round of applause, please. We have some elected officials here with us on the dais. We have Maryland State Delegate representing District 8, Edith Patterson. We have Charles County Commissioner Deborah Davis. And in the audience, we have Charles County Commissioner President Peter Murphy. I'd like to introduce the college's senior administration team. Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Eileen Abel. Vice President for Student and Instructional Support, Dr. Bill Comey. Vice President for Continuing Education and Workforce Development, Dr. Dan Mosser. Vice President and Dean for the Leonardtown Campus, Dr. Tracy Harris. Vice President for Financial and Administrative Services, Mr. Tony Jernigan. Vice President and General Counsel, Craig Packnout, Esquire. And Vice President of Advancement, Ms. Michelle Goodwin, who has a fan. Out in the audience, we have a number of special supporters that we'd like to recognize. First of all, the parents of the Surgeon General, Richard and Adrena Adams. And I just found out that Mrs. Adams is a 1990 Charles County Community College alum. Our foundation directors, Chair Nancy Hempstead, Mr. Trey Proctor, Ms. Linda Cox, Ms. Kim Rosenfeld, Ms. Renee Franklin, Mr. Al Leandre, Mr. Jay Lilly, Ms. Dixie Miller, Ms. Lisa Oliver, and Dr. Ela Shaw and her husband, Dr. Vinod Shaw. We also have Foundation Director Emeritus and alum, Mr. Greg Cockerham. Representing our partners at the Board of Education from Charles County, we have Chair Ms. Barbara Palco and Mrs. Virginia McGraw and Mr. Mike Lucas. And from St. Mary's County, we have Mr. James Davis. We have judges from the Charles County Circuit Court, the Honorable Doneen M. Carrington and the Honorable William R. Greer Jr. and his wife Sue. We have members of our CSM Advisory Councils. Mike Bellis, the Director of the Charles County United Way, Ms. Elizabeth Brown, Pastor John Lewis, Charles County Sheriff and CSM alum Troy Berry, Ms. Mary Bono, and also special friends who are attending tonight, Ms. Marianne Harms, and Charles County Deputy Health Officer Dr. James Bridgers Jr. There's members also of the La Plata Town Council, member Patty Mudd, and last but certainly not least, our SGA President, Shay Kintunde. Students, lots of people care about you graduating, and they're here for you. You know, the presence of so many people here just shows how many people support our students. They're advocates for you, and whether you realize it or not, it's a team effort that got us here tonight. We have an incredible network of legislators, industry experts, community stakeholders, and donors who, combined with leadership, staff, faculty, are dedicated to your success and to keeping college affordable. That matters. And I'd like to introduce to you our spring 2018 graduating class. And let me tell you, folks, about this graduating class. They've earned a record number of degrees and certificates. We actually have 585 candidates for degrees and certificates this spring, earning a record number of awards, 669 associate degrees and 287 certificates. That's a lot. And over 300 of those folks are here participating in tonight's commencement. We're also going to be recognizing one very special person who's an apprenticeship completer who's met all of the requirements to sit for the journeyman's license exam. That includes 4 years of classroom instruction and on-the-job training. 65% of our graduates are women. Our oldest is 67 years young, and our youngest is just 17 years old. The degrees and certificates that will be awarded tonight will have a ripple effect on our community that many people may not even realize, and that ripple effect goes on for years. We have several CSM faculty who are also graduating, so to speak, by opting to retire. And I'd like to salute their life's work for a moment. Those folks are Dr. Patrick Allen, Social Sciences and Public Services Department Chair and Professor, Kathleen Lauber, Biological and Physical Sciences Professor, Edward R. Whalen, Business and Technology Professor, Janice Bonham, Health Sciences Professor, and Tom Saramet, Mathematics Professor. Best of luck to all of you, and we're going to miss seeing you on campus. You've contributed to that excellence that CSM is known for, and please do not be a stranger. On a more solemn note, we've had to say goodbye this past year to several of our students who passed away while enrolled at CSM. They are Taylor Howley, Emily Merida, Jacob Steele. May they rest in peace. We recognize that many of you have completed your studies while working, raising families, and volunteering in the community. Some of you were able to register as full-time students and finish your degree requirements within a 2-year window, but the majority have attended only part-time, taking 1 or 2 classes a semester. So maybe it's taken you up to 5 years or more to earn this degree. It doesn't matter. You've earned it. Your determination and persistence has paid off. And we hope that the learning you are a part of here at CSM will help you fulfill a lifelong sense of purpose. We want you to stay connected to this college, to your college, and to your community. The College of Southern Maryland is now your alma mater, and all of us here take great pride in your accomplishments. At this point, I'd like to turn the podium over to our Faculty Senate President, Mike Green, who will address you.
Good evening. Just this past April 17th, Barbara Bush, the wife and mother of presidents, died in Houston, Texas. I knew that as First Lady, advancing the cause of literacy was her passion, but I learned more about her as I read obituaries and tributes, letting the web take me on a journey through her life. I eventually found a commencement address she delivered at Wellesley College. On that June 1990 day, she asked the graduates to consider making 3 very special choices. 1, to believe in something larger than yourself, to get involved in some of the big ideas of our time. 2, to cherish your human connections, your relationships with family and friends. We, the faculty, have enjoyed exploring the big ideas of our time and of times past with you, and we are thankful for the connections and relationships we have made with you. So, keep in touch. It's a highlight of any semester when a former student reaches out to tell us what she or he is involved in. For those of you that are counting, number 3 is to find the joy in life. Because as Barbara Bush, who was quoting Ferris Bueller, said, life moves pretty fast, and if you don't stop and look around once in a while, you are going to miss it. Congratulations and good luck.
Please welcome this evening's student speaker, Dylan Manley. Dylan is receiving an associate degree in electrical engineering at tonight's ceremony. In addition to serving as the president of CSM Engineering Club, Dylan was a member of our world-recognized robotic team, the Talents.
Good evening, fellow graduates and guests. I'm very honored for the opportunity to be here today, and I'm more than happy for every single one of you. As we reflect on our time here at CSM, we think about the lessons we will take with us. There are 3 lessons that I will take with me beyond my time here that I believe make anything possible. The importance of a long-term mindset, a willingness to try new things, and having our own personal board of directors. CSM has helped me think more about the future, not just 2 or 4 or 10 years from now, but 30, 40 years, and with the way things are looking, maybe even 80 years. Think about that. We have more time left in our lives than CSM has been in existence. Plenty of time to figure out what we are most passionate about, what degree is right for us, and how we want to be remembered. As we just shared a moment of silence for our fellow students who have passed, we understand the sense of sorrow that comes from the loss of loved ones. I too have recently experienced a personal loss, and what I learned from this experience is how truly amazing it has been to see the positive impact our loved ones have had on so many people in our lives. It makes us contemplate how we want to be remembered, and the words that will be spoken about us afterward. This long-term mindset will motivate us to do things we have never imagined possible, things we did not know were important to us. Things like getting our work done early so we have time to visit with a family member, volunteer for a community organization, coach soccer, read a book, write a book, invent something, or start a business. Our experiences the last 2 years have been defined by the people we have shared them with. We have had the opportunity to enjoy the company of so many amazing people and have learned so much from them. Therefore, I encourage all of us to try as many new things as we can, to give us as many opportunities to connect with people, to learn and share. This one simple aspect will open doors and unlock knowledge that goes beyond the classroom. The knowledge we seek when we ask, when will we ever use this? We all experience different hardships, but what is not different about us is that we are better together. For instance, a company is best when it has a board of directors that give input, learn from each other, and make difficult decisions. Like a business, let us assemble our board of directors, whether it be professors, friends, or family. Lean on them, work together, and synergize. I challenge us all to think deeply about our legacy, to try as many things as we can, and to find our board of directors. I wish everyone more than success and more than happiness. Thank you and congratulations.
By the way, the Talons are nationally recognized and compete with four-year colleges, engineering colleges, and have beaten most of them. So congratulations. Thank you and congratulations, Dylan. It's now my honor to introduce the College of Southern Maryland's 59th Annual Spring Commencement Speaker, Vice Admiral Dr. Jerome Adams, the United States Surgeon General. Dr. Adams grew up right up here in Southern Maryland, in Mechanicsville to be exact, and graduated from Chopticon High School. Dr. Adams has a bachelor's degree in both biochemistry and psychology from the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, and a Master of Health degree from the University of California at Berkeley, and a medical degree from Indiana University of Medicine. Dr. Adams' motto as Surgeon General is better health through better partnerships. As Surgeon General, Dr. Adams is committed to maintaining strong relationships with the public health community and forging partnerships with non-traditional partners, including business and law enforcement. He has pledged to lead with science, facilitate locally led solutions to the nation's most difficult health problems, and deliver quality health care at a lower cost through patient and community engagement and better prevention. As Surgeon General, Dr. Adams oversees operations of the U.S. Public Health Service Commission Corps, which has approximately 6,700 uniformed health officers who serve in nearly 800 locations around the world to promote and protect and advance health and safety of our world.
What is up, CSM class of 2018? Are you all excited? All right. I know it's hot out here. I know you all want this to be over so you can get your degree, but we're gonna have a little bit of fun before it's all said and done. Dylan, come on up here with me for a sec. Anyone who knows me knows that I like a good selfie. And I know you all have been sitting for a bit, so Dylan, we're gonna get a selfie with the folks. This side graduate, stand up for us. And get the cameras ready because somebody better tweet this out. At Surgeon_General. All right, you ready, Dylan? Yep. All right, we can't forget the folks over here. All right, ready? We got you. Wasn't that a fantastic speech Dylan gave? Thank you, Dylan. And thank you to all of you for just the opportunity to be here. Thank you, Mr. Harwood, for that kind introduction, and Dr. Murphy for thinking to invite me back to my hometown, and to all of our distinguished guests. I treasure this opportunity to speak to the 2018 graduating class of the College of Southern Maryland. You know, I was having flashbacks as we were driving down here today. I was at the White House earlier today, and we were cruising on down 301 through Waldorf and past the old mall. I remember when it was the new mall. And I did not think traffic could get any worse than what it did when I left here 20 years ago, but somehow it did. But I want you all to know that your hard work and your dedication have led you to this stage today. What you've accomplished is no small feat, and you should be tremendously proud of yourself. So family and friends in the back, please give the graduates a round of applause. And congratulations to the family and friends who were here with you today. We know, graduates, we know, without their love and support, their encouragement and inspiration, none of you would be where you are right now. Their contributions to your lives have helped you get to where you are today. And for that, your family, your friends, your loved ones, they deserve a round of applause. So graduates, please stand up, turn around, and give them a standing ovation. Speaking of family and friends, one of my favorite things to do before giving a graduation speech is to look up famous alum. You know, I didn't have to do that for the College of Southern Maryland. I'm definitely biased a little bit, but for me, the two most well-known CSM alum are my sister LaToya and my mother Adrena. Like so many others, my sister's journey to a college degree, two of them in her case, started at the College of Southern Maryland. This institution is an important bridge for so many who may not be quite ready to commit for 4 years of study. Maybe because they still didn't know what they wanted to study, or because they weren't able to leave their family and friends, or in some cases, simply because they did not have the financial resources. CSM was for my sister, and is for many others in Southern Maryland, a way to keep moving forward on their path to higher education. My mother got her degree at CSM and then went on to a career in early childhood education. I am ashamed, I really am ashamed to say that I don't think I've ever told her this, but I distinctly remember her caring for the household and going to school. And I'm so very proud of you, Mom, for what you accomplished. And you know, that's the thing about inspiration. You often don't realize it's happening, but my mother's actions instilled in me hard work and perseverance. It helped me understand the importance of education. So I guess I should really start off this speech by saying thank you to all of you, to everyone who has supported CSM throughout the years, because my family has benefited greatly from your being a presence in our community. The truth is, I might not be here today as United States Surgeon General if there were no College of Southern Maryland. It seems strange to me, in fact, to be standing here, giving a commencement speech when it feels like just yesterday I was a young boy growing up just a few miles away. I went to elementary, middle, and high school right here in Southern Maryland. Anyone out there go to Banneker or Oakville or White Marsh Elementary? Few, we got a few out there. What about Margaret Brent Middle or Chaptacon High School? All right, we got a few more. I remember playing sports in high school against Leonardtown and Great Mills and Calvert and Northern and Thomas Stone and La Plata. Of course, the way I remember it, we never lost to any of you all. But hey, that's the way it goes. Never, ever during my schooling did I imagine one day I would be giving a commencement speech in my hometown, much less as the 20th United States Surgeon General. Here at the College of Southern Maryland, the mission is to help our students and community meet the challenges of individual, social, and global changes. And I use the word our deliberately, as I am one with your community. The vision at CSM is to transform lives through lifelong learning and service. Lifelong means your education does not end here. Like my sister who went on to 2 bachelor's degrees, she's always trying to show me up. For many of you, for our students like 17-year-old Olivia Bauman, this year's youngest graduate, this is just the beginning of your academic journey. If it is just the beginning, I assure you that CSM has helped provide you with the tools and the resources you need to succeed. And speaking of lifelong education, I want to share the story of someone who Dr. Murphy mentioned and who epitomizes the term. Edward Hill of Indian Head is 67 years old, and he's already a college graduate. He grew up in Southern Maryland, serving 4 years in the Navy before heading to the University of Alabama, Birmingham. He earned a bachelor's degree while working and helping to raise his family. Edward spent 30 years working for the U.S. Department of Social Security before retiring in 2013. He spent 34 years total serving our great country, 4 years in the Navy and 30 as a federal employee. And yet after 9 months of retirement, he reached a point where he wanted more out of life. Edward is graduating from CSM today with a GPA just short of 3.5. So if a 67-year-old can do it, you know, there's no excuse out there for the young folks in the audience. You got to do it too. That's the true meaning of lifelong learning. Edward's story is an inspiration to us all. And even I want to be like Edward when I grow up. Even though I'm no Edward, as United States Surgeon General, part of my job is to inspire people each and every day. I try to inspire people and communities to become their best versions of themselves. Now, I know what you all are thinking. I thought the Surgeon General was the guy on the warning labels on the cigarette boxes. I want to say to you, if that was your first thought when you heard the Surgeon General was speaking at your commencement, I hope that's not because you've been smoking recently. As the nation's doctor, the United States Surgeon General is tasked with protecting and promoting the country's health. My job is to communicate the best available information regarding health to the public, using my position's unique platform to reach individuals where they live, learn, work, and play. One of the ways Surgeons General do this is by issuing scientific documents, reports, calls to action, and advisories on critical public health issues. And I just recently released the first Surgeon General's advisory in more than 13 years. My public health advisory urges more Americans to know about and to carry naloxone, a life-saving medication that can reverse the effects of an opioid overdose. I don't want to get too heavy here, but we are losing a person every 12 minutes to an opioid overdose. We've lost several people to an opioid overdose since this graduation ceremony has started. And over half of those individuals, 56%, are dying at home. Simply put, we must do more. By knowing about and carrying naloxone, any one of you can save a life. So to learn more, go to surgeongeneral.gov. And because I'm in the mindset for working in this, within this frame, if you all wouldn't mind, graduates, if you all don't mind, I'd like to give you your own Surgeon General's advisory. The idea is this: if the Surgeon General advises it, then it must be scientifically sound, it's gonna be good for you, and it will keep you at your college weight for the next 40 years. Or as Dylan mentioned, maybe the next 80 years. But all jokes aside, these are things that I've learned throughout my journey, things that I'd wish someone had emphasized to me when I was graduating from college. So here goes. I, Surgeon General of the United States Public Health Service, Vice Admiral Jerome Adams, am emphasizing the importance of embracing advocacy. Advocacy is the process of supporting, pleading, or recommending. It's taking that next step outside the workplace. Advocacy is taking the time to consider how you can better engage with your community. And anyone can be an advocate, regardless of their station in life or their profession. All it takes is your willingness to speak up where you see injustice and your refusal to accept the status quo where you know you can make a difference. Whether you're a child of a single parent who knew hunger growing up, or whether you could get everything you could have ever imagined provided for, we bear the same obligation to embrace advocacy. So how do you become an advocate? Well, there are many ways, but it could be as simple as becoming a coach or a mentor, or even just a friend to someone in need. Growing up, I remember the many individuals who helped keep me on the right path. Those who applauded me when I was up, and those who supported me when I was down. Those individuals were there when I needed them most, and because of them, I'd like to think I've been able to make a difference in others' lives. you too can be an advocate for someone in your community or for your entire community. You too can inspire someone to be great, maybe even to become the next Surgeon General. Like Edward, and like both of my parents who became teachers, I found my own calling through public service. Whatever your calling is, it's important to remember that by advocating for and helping others, we're really helping ourselves. We all have a need to feel we are accomplishing a greater good on this earth. And a decade or two after you finish college, many, if not most of you, will start to have what we call a midlife crisis. A point at which you will ask yourself, beyond clocking in and clocking out, beyond raising my kids, what have I done to make the world a better place? Well, I'll tell you, the solution isn't to go out and buy a convertible or a motorcycle or to get a new tattoo. My advice is to try to find a greater purpose, a way to be an advocate for society and for others, and to start doing that right now. As part 2 of your personal Surgeon General's advisory, I'm also emphasizing the importance of perseverance. Perseverance is the ability to stick to a course of action or purpose, especially during times of difficulty, when obstacles are in your way or when you're discouraged. Today, we are celebrating the culmination of your work at the College of Southern Maryland. This is a great day, but make no mistake about it, it is just the beginning. Right now, you're at the start of an adventure, and it's going to be a great one. The experiences you will encounter will be wonderful, unpredictable, fascinating, and frustrating, heart-wrenching, and at times humbling. And every so often, you're going to face adversity. Every so often, graduates, you're going to catch an L. How you handle these unexpected barriers and setbacks will determine your career path, and it will define your character moving forward. The real issue won't be the barriers or the setbacks in and of themselves. The real issue will be how you decide to respond to them. So resist the urge to become angry or hopeless. Instead, use adversity as a learning experience. Turn that negative into an opportunity to take your talent and skills to the next level. Because how you react, how you overcome, will not only shape your career, it will shape the direction of our nation. As CSM celebrates its 60th anniversary, it will be the work of this class that helps cement its legacy and contribution to this community, and many others for the years and decades to come. I know you have it in you, just as my mother had it in her to get her degree and pursue her career, all while raising 4 kids at home. That's perseverance. My mother has it, and each and every one of you have it inside you. Don't forget that. The final part of my advisory is to stay grounded. That simply means to always remember who you are and where you came from. I know many of you can't wait for this ceremony to end so you can get on with the next phase of your life. I'd also venture to say that some of you are excited about moving to another part of Maryland, or the country, or the world. But at some point during your lives, just as I did, you will realize that being from Southern Maryland helped mold you into the person that you are. It was growing up in a rural area and working in the fields as a youth that taught me the value of hard work. It was always being greeted with a smile, even by people I didn't know, that showed me the importance of always being kind to others. It was growing up in this community, our community, that helped make me into the person that I am, and that gives me hope that despite all the political discord, all the racial strife, despite all the hatred and disharmony that exist in our society, we can find our way back to normalcy and to civility. I know we can, because I grew up in Southern Maryland, and I know there's a better way. I've seen it. And perhaps, if we're going to be honest, that's the problem with our country. Most of you will stay right here, but maybe what the country needs is a few more of us, a few more of you, a little more of Southern Maryland out there showing the rest of the world how to do it. How to be civil, how to advocate, and how to persevere. So stay grounded, graduates. Remember who you are and be proud of where you came from. Because there's a lot of good in each and every one of you that the world will try to squeeze out of you. But our nation sorely needs you to remember and to spread that Southern Maryland spirit now more than ever. So there's your own personal Surgeon General's advisory. Be an advocate, be true to your purpose, and stay grounded. Through advocacy and servant leadership, by persevering at times when the odds did not seem to be in my favor, and by always being true to the values instilled in me growing up in Southern Maryland, I have tried to make the most of the gifts God has given me. And as we part, that is all I ask of you. Make the most of the gifts God has given you by helping and inspiring others and finding your own greater purpose. Don't ever give up, and embrace all the good that our hardworking and friendly community has instilled in you. You've received a great education, and you're surrounded by the people who've helped provide a strong foundation. Now it's up to you as graduates to go forth and make a life for yourselves. And it's up to the rest of us to support you as you move forward. To the College of Southern Maryland of 2018, it's an honor to serve as your 20th United States Surgeon General, and it's been an equal honor to serve as your commencement speaker. Best wishes for a long and productive future, and please know that I say to you with all of my heart, congratulations. Now go forth and change the world. Thank you.
It is my honor and pleasure to introduce the winner of the 2018 Faculty Excellence in Teaching Award, Denise Gilmer Knutson, Professor of Communication in the Communication, Arts, and Humanities Division. Denise? Denise has adopted a holistic approach to learning designed to challenge her students to think critically and open their minds to new ideas. Collaborative projects have presented opportunities for students to engage with community agencies, nonprofit organizations, and career professionals while grappling with ethical and societal issues and understanding the value of walking in someone else's shoes. Service learning projects provide hands-on experience for students to work with diverse populations and organizations throughout Southern Maryland and understand the value of civic engagement and social responsibility. Denise has many administrative duties here at CSM, but says her heart lies in teaching and interacting with students. Quote, "Each of our students is full of possibility, and I am honored to play a part in helping them obtain the knowledge and skills needed to reach their potential," end quote. Her colleague, Professor Michelle Brosco-Christian, says of Denise, quote, "She is one of the smartest, most creative, and most caring people I know, and she shares all that with her students and her colleagues. As a communication educator, she is a role model for her students," end quote. Denise is thankful for her family and their support, the CSM staff and administration for endless opportunities to collaborate and thrive, and would like to accept this award on behalf of the entire talented and hardworking faculty at CSM, especially those who have mentored her along the way. I am thankful for the counsel and advice Denise has given me, helping me to better understand the interpersonal dynamics involved in faculty leadership. It is with great pleasure that on behalf of the faculty, I get to present Denise Gilmer Knutson with the Faculty Excellence Award for 2018.
Denise, there's more. I know, it's exciting, right? I have got to say that we could not be the college we are without the quality of the faculty, and it's my pleasure to recognize you this evening with a small cash award from the CSM Foundation. So thank you. Will the candidates for certification and degrees, will the candidates for certification and associate's degrees please prepare to come forward?
First, Mr. Chair and Madam President, I present the candidates for certification. The faculty certify with this document that the following candidates have attained significant achievement and competence in their chosen careers. We now confer the certificates in Advanced Fitness Management. Daetuan Taiwan Braden, honors. We now confer the certificates in Graphic Design. Francine Evelyn Clark, honors. We now confer the certificates in Pharmacy Technician. Faith C. Norton, high honors. David William Sebalume, highest honors. We now confer the continuing education certificates in HVAC Technician Journeyman. Gregory Brooks. Mr. Chair, Madam President, I present for the associate's degree the candidates who have been approved by the faculty and whose names appear on the official list. We now confer the Associate of Applied Science degrees in Accounting. Christine Michelle Cooper. Rhonda M. Johnson, honors. Stephanie Leslie Kershaw. Jessica Lynn Murphy. Orame Rochester Sikorsky. Taylor M. Sterling. Nina Danielle Taylor. We now confer the Associate of Arts degrees in Arts and Sciences. Alexis M. Adams, highest honors. Cindy Ngum Adji. Sabrina Janae Allen. Kedra Renee Biddix. William Jerome Broom, Jr. Carson Marie Brown. Brianna Shanae Kobe. Lauren Ashley Colicello, honors. Ashley Arlene Demi Croft. Michael G. Cross. Chloe Autumn Day. Camille Joy Pena de Jesus, highest honors. Matthew L. Dixon, Jr. Jared Allen Frazier. Natalie Garcia de la Rivera. Renee Marie George. Regina Marie Haglin, high honors. Brenton Jonathan Hales. Amber Diane Hoover, high honors. Tara Nicole Jagan, honors. Nicole Nichelle Joseph. Abigail Rose Kelly. Brenda Ann Monet Larkins. Kristen Elisa Lepe. Brianna Lee Maloney. Emily Maria Marshall, highest honors. Jared James Matthey. Seneca C. Matthews. Raymond Eugene McLeod. Barbara Ann Miller. Esther Mukali Mwanthi. Rebecca I. Payne. Carly Ann Pollock. Jordan Michael Queen. Christy Marie Randolph. Fernell Richardson, honors. Carol Ann Rothgeb. Allison Ann Sloan. Madeline Q.K. Taylor. Charles L. Thomason, honors. Kimberly Patricia Vieira. Kayla M. Wathen. L. Jinju Williams. Charmaine Ava Yabit Tharps. We now confer the Associate of Arts degrees in Arts and Sciences, Applied Science and Technology. Suha Ansari, honors. Amy Nicole Beardmore. Allison Renee Schulman. Ricky Hal James Fields, the Associate of Arts degrees in Arts and Sciences, Art. Alexander Emery Gilbert. Jalen Cecilia Tolliver. Melanie Simone Williams. We now confer the Associate of Arts degrees in Arts and Sciences, Biological Sciences. Rebecca Lynn Brown, high honors. Shayna Monique Bustamante. Christopher Aaron Jones. We now confer the Associate of Arts degrees in Arts and Sciences, Exercise and Sports Science. Michelle R. Stratton, highest honors. We now confer the Associate of Arts degrees in Arts and Sciences, Math and Physical Sciences. James Allen Weeks, highest honors. We now confer the Associate of Arts degrees in Arts and Sciences, Music. Jasmine Chanel Carter Plank. We now confer the Associate of Arts degrees in Arts and Sciences, Social Sciences, Alexandra Newman Forsyth. Stephanie Garcia, honors. Ebony Michelle Mitchell. Sharon K. Morose, honors. Sherry Ann Nadine Nasser. Chosani Queen Brown. Ginevra N. Williams, honors. Gina Marie Zenalotti. We now confer the Associate of Arts degrees in Arts and Sciences, Spanish. Shania Taitika Montgomery, honors. Rosa Wendelin Suarez, honors. We now confer the Associate of Science degrees in Business Administration, Brianna Lisette Carter. Curtis Tejon DeLuca. Krista Bryn Dorsey. Sansere Leah Green. William R. Hogan, honors. Andrea Marie Klein. Karina V. Lopez. Shannon Martha Malcolm. Joshua Mark Newman. Austin Tyler Reed, honors. Sheila Teray Strickland, honors. Derek Charles Pecci, Titano, high honors. Nikki Ray Thrasher. Alexander Paul Truby. We now confer the Associate of Science degrees in Business Administration, Technical Management, Amanda Irene Wright. We now confer the Associate of Applied Science degrees in Business Management, Jenna Lee Martin, Honors. We now confer the Associate of Applied Science degrees in Computer Information Systems, Brian Joseph Alvey, Honors. We now confer the Associate of Science degrees in Computer Science, Matthew Frank Disharoon, Honors. Ahmed Youssef Mohammed, Honors. Kimberly A. Newby. Renee DeVette Rohde, highest honors. Michael Jeffrey Kunanan Ronkilio. Nicholas Jacob Thomas. We now confer the Associate of Applied Science degrees in Criminal Justice, Erin Marie Brown, Honors. Shelby L. Fox. Sean McFarland, Honors. Xiomara Moore. Kenneth Eugene Thompson, Honors. Kevin Michael Thompson, High Honors. Elishaba Viviana Wilson. We now confer the Associate of Applied Science degrees in Cybersecurity, Caitlin E. Anderson. Sean D. Bowie. Vyacheslav Vedoruk. Kristen Lavinia Fries, Honors. Alina Hanif. Francis D. Jones. Brandon Alexander Myers. Enza L. Richards. Amelia Cherie Sims. Gregory A. Stringer, Jr. We now confer the Associate of Arts degrees in Digital Media Production, Melissa Amanda Braun, highest honors. Matthew Aaron Rohde, high honors. Alfonso D. Thomas, highest honors. We now confer the Associate of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Development. Fabayo Nefertiti Ogunsamowo. We now confer the Associate of Arts degree in Teaching. Early Childhood, Generic Special Education, Birth through Grade 3. Alexandra Marie Grimm, Honors. Kathleen Rose Wedding, High Honors. We now confer the Associate of Science in Engineering degrees in Electrical Engineering. Christina Babinski, High Honors. Nicholas Tyler Griffith. Kevin Landau Jackson, Jr. Richard V. Lloyd II, Honors. Dylan P. Manley, High Honors. Austin Michael Whitney, Honors. We now confer the Associate of Arts in Teaching degrees in Elementary, Generic Special Education, grades 1 through 6. Amber Marie Buckler, Honors. We now confer the Associate of Science degrees in Engineering. James G. Adkins. Rodrigo B. Arce Palomino, highest honors. Michael William Flo. Derek Vondell Jackson, highest honors. Gurpreet Kaur, honors. Patrick John Kelly, honors. Alan Cheng Lee, honors. Logan Douglas Madel, highest honors. Nicholas Allen Partonen. Jack Gregory Pruitt, highest honors. Jedexon Malik Salazar. Noah James Schaefer, honors. We now confer the Associate of Applied Science degrees in Engineering Technology, Drafting, Liana K. Davis. We now confer the Associate of Applied Science degrees in Engineering Technology, Electronics, Christopher Cordell Belfield. We now confer the Associate of Science degrees in Environmental Studies, Kelly Ann Hobbs. We now confer the Associate of Arts degrees in General Studies, Nasa Simone Barnes, honors. Alicia M. Barreca. Carlos Alfonso Beaumont. Nikita S. Claggett. Tierra Aquila Clomax. Hannah Nicole Cooksey. Michael E. Cuevas. Eris Davis. Tara S. Dillman, honors. Amanda Lynn Edwards. Caitlin Marie Figueroa, honors. Ashley Sharon Fortune, honors. Ariana J. Gudger. Gregory Dwayne Hadsel. Joshua David Harris. Colleen Victoria Hayden. Elena Jean Ann Madison. Emily Rose Mitchell, honors. Rebecca Jane Mozingo. Angela Lee Morose, highest honors. Haley Marie Nasaka, honors. Corinna Ann Marie Osborne. Robert John Ozaka II. Jalen Jabari Patton. Caitlin Ruby Marie Rowley. Kyle J. Straka. Bethany Rose St. Thomas. Samantha Nicole Summers. Raymond Russell Waldron, honors. Brooke M. Winters. We now confer the Associate of Arts degrees in General Studies, Communication. Elizabeth Irene Allen. Tyler Mortravia Cobb. Tyshana Renee Harley. Jasmine M. Harry. Jordan Miller. Kiara L. Pratley, honors. Ryan Christopher Weaver. We now confer the Associate of Arts degrees in General Studies, Criminal Justice. Jackson Taylor Adams, honors. Nicholas Anthony Aliato. Zaina Janae Brevard. Molly Kate Caswell, highest honors. James Lucian Goldring. Jaime D. Gomez. Milan Dominique Goldborn. Joshua J. Hall. Tammy LaShawn Hayes Turner, high honors. Haley Jean Legan, honors. Luke Alexander Mahaney. Paul A. McGinty. Stephanie Lee Redford. Sherry Sibbles. Ashley I. Wright. Julianne Yurden. We now confer the Associate of Arts degrees in General Studies, English, Rebecca A. Norris. We now confer the Associate of Arts degrees in General Studies, Media Studies, Melissa Robin Mayeli, high honors. We now confer the Associate of Applied Science degrees in Health Information Management, Ashley R. Clohessy. Karen D. Gross, highest honors. We now confer the Associate of Applied Science degrees in Homeland Security, Phyllis Glover. Timothy Edward Olson. We now confer the Associate of Applied Science degrees in Hospitality Management, Sierra Lachelle Barnes, honors. We now confer the Associate of Applied Science degrees in Human Services, Nancy D. Bryce. Dante T. Clark. David Scott Jones. Viviana Lozano Viada. We now confer the Associate of Applied Science degrees in Information Services Technology, Microsoft Certified Windows Network Administrator, Leroy John Willett. We now confer the Associate of Applied Science degrees in Information Services Technology, Web Developer, Kaylin Schuyler Coluzzi, honors. We now confer the Associate of Applied Science degrees in Management Development, Marion L. Hodges. We now confer the Associate of Science degrees in Mathematics and Sciences, Taylor Danielle Koloski, highest honors. Scott Joseph Teed, honors. We now confer the Associate of Applied Science degrees in Microsoft Certified Windows Network Administrator, Jeffrey P. Trinidad. We now confer the Associate of Applied Science degrees in Nuclear Engineering Technology, Instrumentation and Control, Walter Francis Ruprecht III. We now confer the Associate of Science degrees in Nursing. Jessica Lynn Bly, honors. Erica Lynn Butler. Amanda Dawn Catterton. Caitlin Ann Kleitz. Cindy Rocio Cruz. Emily Victoria Di Toto. Jessica Lynn Evans. Robin Amorous Fellows. Deanna Renee Finley. Paige Elizabeth Forbes. Brooke Elizabeth Graham. Alsacia Ruth Halt. Is it Maureen? Shayla Marai Hemingway, honors. Carolyn Marie Holton. Melinda Renee Eisman. Jody Lee Justice. Kathleen E. Marsh. Taylor M. Moore. Kelsey Marie Morris. Melissa Sue Moy. Luciana Souza Nagel, honors. Emily Marie Lee Niner. Jennifer Lee Owens, high honors. Deborah Lynn Paulson, honors. Samantha Marie Plant. Betty M. Porter. Rachel A. Quispahaman. Amanda Lee Robertson. Catherine Rodriguez. Savannah Sloop Stone. Nicolette D. Somerville. Alexandra Raven Turner. Bonnie Lynn Van Meter, honors. Elena Michelle Wilcox. Brittany Nicole Wilson. Katie Ann Woomer. Brittany N. Young, honors. We now confer the Associate of Applied Science degrees in photography. Kathleen Marie Hobbs. Eric Anthony Noer. We now confer the Associate of Applied Science degrees in Physical Therapy Assistant. Robin L. Ader, highest honors. Lauren E. Barrett, highest honors. Carla May O. Porter, high honors. We now confer the Associate of Science degrees in Pre-Professional Health Science, Lauren Anthea Parker. We now confer the Associate of Science degrees in Sport Management, Will Johnson Brooks. We now confer the Associate of Arts degrees in Teacher Education, Secondary, to Shayla Celeste Anderson. Frederick T. St. Germain.
Let's give it up one more time for the class of 2018. Will all of the degree and certificate candidates please rise? By virtue of the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the award for which you have been recommended, admitting you to all the rights and privileges which throughout the land pertain to those certificates and degrees. In testimony whereof you have received this award of the college officially signed and sealed. And now, graduates, one more thing. You can officially move your tassel to the left side.
Will the faculty please rise? In recognition of your scholarly achievement, we the faculty salute you and wish you Godspeed.
Students, let's thank the faculty and staff for all they have done for you. Graduates, you're now part of a large network of proud CSM alumni. I would ask any CSM alumni who are in the audience to please stand and recognize your new members. Congratulations. This concludes our commencement ceremony, and graduates, under each of your seats is a gift from our CSM Alumni and Friends Connection. It's a 60th anniversary frame. You're now one of us, part of the CSM family, and the tradition of excellence that has come before you and will continue well beyond this evening. Once a hawk, always a hawk. Now, before we leave, I'd like to take a point of privilege, and the Surgeon General doesn't get to have all the fun. So graduates, please remain standing for my selfie. Oh, thank you. We ask the audience to stand for the recessional and please remain in place until the last graduate has exited the area. Immediately following the conclusion of this ceremony, we invite you to join us for a reception for the graduates in the Center for Business and Industry, on the other side of that building there, room 113. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2018.